This is Irontrader. Now this is the last call of the week. The pits closed here at 2:30. That was about 20 minutes ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are going to be posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude, your daily chart, okay? Well, what do we have here? We have a series of lower lows and lower highs. See the big ass red candles? 3 in a row, not good. And finished pretty much right on the bottom. Closed at 72.10. So this looks like it wants to go lower. So what we want to do here is you want to watch 71.79. That's the level that we want to watch. And then what we do is we come over to this candle. You're looking at 71.23, and then we look at our double bottom, which is 70.50 on 70.47. That is going to be your next key levels here of support. Again, if that fails, then we come up to 70.13, which is basically your price channel. And then we can come down to a 70.06, and then you can have the big retest here, which is 69.28. Now, again, if this is lost, then we can follow the candles down. We have 69.11, you have 68.80, 68.22, and then your big retest here is 67.71. Now, you know, as I always point out here, this 8 SMA. As long as that price is above the 8 SMA, she's looking good. But look how that rolled over. Now, it held it at the beginning of the day, that 50 SMA, and you know, there was a possibility that if you could get above that 21-day, then you could shoot up to the 8-day, but that isn't just what happened. You just had a little pop. You didn't even get half the candle like we had here. You just came down and it just sold right on down here. So bottom line, when the futures open here on Sunday night or Monday, however you trade, you want to take a look at this 71.79. That's the bottom. And then we want to watch 74.52. That's the top. And then you're closing at 72.09. Okay, so this is what we all want to watch here on when the futures open on Sunday night. Again, if that is lost here, we follow the candles down till we can get down to a possible retest of the 70.13. If that's lost, and then we have a nice big target at 69.28, and then another nice big target at 67.71. Now you can look at your RSI here. Well, there's no divergence. You're just going right down. Your MACD here. Well, look what you got. Your green crossed over your red. She's going lower. Okay. Now, just say this thing says, okay, I'm going to get you up and go. I don't know why it would, but if it does, then we follow the candles up. So you got that 72.10. We have 72.56. And then we'll run right into that 50 SMA at 73.56. Right above it is 74.05. Okay. Then what we'll do is we'll look at this today's high. You're looking at 74.52. And then your big boy is going to be 75.91. That is what your target is going to be. Now, when the futures open up, that 8 SMA will be lower. Now, again, if you can get above that, then we'll look to the top of this candle. You're looking at 76.95 here. But realistically, you're going to be looking at 77.50. That is going to be your 200 SMA, and that is your target. Above that, we have 78.14. What do we got here? You got 78.26. Your big retest there is 79.29. Okay, so and your Hondo is coming in at 79.19. But I just like to point that all out. But you got your 50-day, your 21-day, your 8-day, your 200-day. So not really too worried about the old Hondo up here. It's going to be a while before we see him. Okay, so this is not looking good. This is looking very bearish. However, for me today was a really good. I scalped that SCO. That was a really, really good scalp there today. So I did that, and that was a good trade on the downside because you can see this. Once you lost this key 200 SMA and you lost that 8 SMA, it was just a matter of time. Now, this candle yesterday's came down, held the 50-day, and when we opened up, it looked like it could go between the 50 and 21-day, but just absolutely no juice, and then all the way down. Now, what OPEC came out with, they said they're going to hold everything the same, a cuts of 2.2 million barrels there, but you got to kind of look through all that. You have to always have to ask yourself, why are you making that kind of a cuts? You know what I'm saying? Is the demand there? What's going on with China? What's going on with all this stuff? So that's what you have to look at. But this is why you want to always trade the chart. So just quick review. Upside, watch that key 50 SMA, 73.56. Your 21-day, 74.05. If you can get above, then you got 75.91, which is your 8 SMA, and then 77.50, and then your retest 79.29. On the downside, watch today's low. That's going to be 71.79. And then if that's lost, then we follow the candles down 71.23, 70.50. We have that 70.13. And then we can come all the way down here to your 69.28. If that's lost, your big target is going to be 67.71. Okay, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. Now, monthly chart. You can just see right here, you already lost this key level here at 73.35. Okay, that's not good. So the next level we're looking at here is going to be that 69.73. So let me just bigger up a little bit here. See, so you can see exactly what you have. So it's holding that 50-day so far, very, very nice. But now you're below the 200 and you never even got this candle here on last month. Got as high as into that 8 SMA. This month here so far, slowing down, not looking too good here. So again, we do have a sideways action here, so we don't want to get too excited here. Plus, this time of the year, you're still in the shoulder season. You know, I don't care what everybody tells you here. You're still in the shoulder season. Now, this weekend, I'm going to have the weekend edition. It is all going to be about seasonality charts, regular charts, okay, compared to the seasonality charts. And I'll be looking at crude oil and natural gas and the indexes and the whole nine to give you a good vision of what we're looking at. All right, let's take a look here on a weekly. Well, you know, in my last videos, I was pointing out this 8 SMA, 73.42. Obviously, it could not hold it here on a weekly basis. It ran right on up here into the 21-day, got rejected, and now big-ass red engulfing candle. This week, engulfing means you took over the green candle, engulfed it, the high and the low, so she's right there. Okay, so what you want to do is, this is going to be key level, is this 71.81, okay? Very, very crucial next week on a closing basis. You want to make sure that you're up. So we had a low here, higher low, high, lower high, lower high. We had that wedge coming down, which was very nice, and you broke out of that wedge. It's just that you couldn't get through that 21-day, got a little bit above the 50-day, but you couldn't hold it. Came right on down, okay? So now we just have to look at all of this as support. So you're looking at 71.81. That's going to be very, very crucial, okay, on a closing basis next week. And then again, if that is lost, we just looked at this candle, 70.50. Okay, there's that 70.13. There's that 69.28. Here's that 68.80. And then there's your big retest at 67.71. Okay, that's what we're all looking for. Now, again, say this smacks right down. You lose that 67.71. Well, then we just come here to the left here. You got 67.05 here. We come all the way down to this candle. You got 65.38. You have 64.36. And then your big retest down here is 63.64. Now, I've been watching this MACD here, and it just couldn't get through. See, it was trying it, and now look where that green is staying, but still below that red. That is very, very bearish, especially on the weekly chart, and you can see with the candle not looking too good here. So we got to see how it all shakes out here starting Sunday night and then into next week. But this week here, I mean, for me, it was just a really good trading week here as far as the scalping on the upside, scalping on the downside. So to me, I'm loving it. You know, it's just not something where you can say, hey, I'm going to buy, I'm going to go hold long. Just is not working out. You got to trade this market here until you can get above resistance or you close below support. All right, let's take a look and see what natty gas is doing. All right, here's a tick chart on natty gas. Now you can really see it really has done a whole lot here, okay? You look at the low of 207 and you look at this price channel here when you got 208, okay? So you're just going in a sideways range, okay? So this tick channel, you know, it moves pretty quick here. It all depends on how you want to set it here. But again, you're just in a sideways range. There's just no kind of a demand situation for that. That's just how it goes. Now, to me, I didn't even trade natural gas today. It just didn't seem worth it to me where I could say I could get something off the schneid and I can go long or I can go short or something. Now, KOLD did move some. UNG didn't had a 35-cent range there. Wait, I shouldn't say that. Wait a minute. Let's hold on a second. No, actually, I did scalp UNG here today. That's right, I did. And I got 35 cents out of UNG. Okay, so I take that back. I did scalp on the long here on the UNG. So that was okay. That was okay, but I did not scalp the short here today. There's just so many trades going on here today. I mean, I am long Amazon and Meta and Nvidia and Microsoft and TQQ, and I'm scalping the oil. And yeah, I did make a trade on that there. So 35 cents, but that was it. I just did the one's kind of a scalp there, and then she was pretty much done with that. Okay, so let's take a look here on a hourly and a 4-hour chart. Okay, here we have your hourly, and then we have your 4-hour chart. Now, you can see here where you came all the way down, basically 202. So you're putting in even a lower low here now. So that is really not good. But then you had a nice good rally up here, basically to the 209 area. So you had that 7 cents there, which is, okay, there's nothing to write home about, but it still was okay. The key is you need to do is close above that level. This is that 2.166. That is that gap, and then we can come all the way up here to the fill here. But this is what you really need. But right now we just have a sideways action. Charts are still a little bit messed up here from a contract roll, but that's just how life goes. So right here you can see, where you just scalped up. So I mean, just sideways action. So if you can get above that 2.16, then we can just look at the bottom here where you have that 2.31, 2.32, and then you can go into the actual gap fill where you're sitting at a 2.42 here. So we got to just see if that's all going to shake out here or not. But right now we just have some sideways action. But again, this is just another thing like the crude. It's just a scalper's market. It's not like I'm going to buy long or I'm going to go short. I'm just in and out here, especially like on a Friday. Take your money and get out. Right now, there's just other better stuff in the market to trade. Now, even when you look at like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, you got some really good trades going on there. The XLE, of course, I'm just long the XLE. That's the big oil ETF. That's always a good one there too. So, right now here, if the trade isn't there, don't get jammed up and say, I have to trade it. I have to trade it. If it's not there, move on. There's other stuff out there. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, here we have your daily. Here we have your weekly. Now you can see where you put in another low. But when you look here on the weekly chart here, what is next is going to be this 1.99, and then basically your retest of 1.94. But you can just see here where it just really a whole nothing but a nothing burger going on here on a weekly chart. Okay, it just falling off here. You really need to get back into those price channels at 2.23. So this is what we want to look at here, like say going in next week. So that's 2.166. If you can get above, you follow these candles, 2.23. 2.27 and then 2.29, and then your big key up here is going to be this 8-day. This is going to create pretty much havoc here on the upside. That's going to be big time resistance. Okay, just like when you look at this 8-day going on here, look at this. See it when it comes in there, it just wreaks havoc on it until you can get that price over that. Then you can go up here, but until then, it just wreaks havoc. Same way with it here. Okay, you ran up into it. This here ran up above it, but it came right on down. And then there was your contract roll deal situation here. So you definitely want to watch that 2.30. And then the bottom of that candle, that's your fill level there at that 2.52. So again, if you can get above that to get to there, but again, there's so much resistance. And as that 8-day comes down, that's going to provide even more and could push this much lower. Now, when you look on a monthly chart, if this is lost right here, you got a target there of 1.44. Now, I have all the support levels posted there for you at the end of this video here. So in case you do level this, there is support levels in between the 1.94 and 1.44. Okay, just like I do like on a resistant level. So everything is posted for you. So, but right now, nat gas is just a scalp. Put the money in your pocket and move on to the deal next trade. Okay, that's what I got for you for the last call here on crude and natural gas. I'll be back Sunday night, as usual, and probably before 7 o'clock, and I'll have a video for you on crude and natural gas. And then Saturday, we're going to do a weekend edition, and it's all going to be on seasonality charts for your crude, your natural gas, and your indexes. And I don't know, anything else I can come up with there just to give you a little bit of a learning cycle, keep you involved here on the weekend and get you all set up for Monday. All right. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for watching.